Hi, I'm Natasha Hemmerling, a partner here at Clarke Hemmerling Lawyers. Employing staff can be one of the biggest decisions that you make as a business owner. It means you've grown and expanded and you're ready for the next stage in your business. It's such an exciting time, and the importance of needing all hands on deck to get the work done can often see people wrapped up in the excitement of selecting and appointing that new staff member without ensuring that they have proper documentation in place. I am very often asked whether an employment contract is actually necessary. There is a common misconception that if an employee is covered by an award, or perhaps they're a casual employee, that they don't need an employment contract. Or sometimes people say, doesn't the law just deal with that? Whether an employee is full-time, part-time, or casual, it's really important that you have an employment contract in place and that the employee signs and accepts the terms of that employment contract before commencing the employment with you. So why should your business have employment contracts with its employees? Well, employment contracts are important for not only the employer, but also the employee. It allows both parties to clearly understand the duties and responsibilities that are expected, so there can be no misunderstanding as what has been discussed, agreed to, or what is expected. Without a written employment contract and only a verbal agreement, both parties are at risk that there are different understandings as to what has been agreed to in relation to roles, expectations, and perhaps even salaries. So what are some things that you should have in an employment contract, or you should consider including? 1, the basis of the employment. Are they full-time, part-time, casual? Or perhaps, is it a contract for a set period of time, for example, 2 or 3 years? 2, what is the position the employee is to undertake, including the duties they are to perform, and making sure you have a very clear job description? 3, is their role covered by an award, and if so, what level under the award are they? 4, what salary or other benefits have you offered them? 5, the reporting structure, so that there is a clear line and that the accountability and who they are to refer to and or obtain instructions from is abundantly clear. 6, are there any KPIs that the employee is to meet, and if so, how often and what process is in place to review them? 7, confidentiality and the importance of preventing disclosure of sensitive or confidential information for your business both during but also after termination of employment. 8, how can the employment be terminated both by the employer and the employee, and what notice period needs to be provided? 9, your intellectual property and how to protect it so as to ensure that the employee understands that it remains with you even if they are to leave their employment. 10, any restraint of trade that might apply after termination of employment of the employee in relation to taking staff, working with clients or taking clients, and or working for competitors. And lastly, any dispute resolution process for any circumstances that might arise where there is a dispute during the employment between the employer and the employee. Those are just some of the things that you should consider including in an employment contract with an employee. Employment contracts are really good for both parties to establish the basis of the relationship right from the start, so that everyone is clear on the expectations and the conditions for which they are to proceed. Having a properly drafted employment contract is important for your business and to protect its valuable confidential information and property. Without that protection, you might think you are protected when in fact that protection simply isn't there. At Clarke Hemmerling Lawyers, we have employment law specialists that prepare all types of employment contracts for a fixed fee. So call us and let us help you ensure that your business is protected and that your employee relationships are properly documented.